This is a truly lofty ambition, achieved by a special breed of person, and often they begin very young. From the very first time they look up and see the beauty of flight as it first began. Then they learn how men and women have taken to the sky themselves, at times gracefully, often in huge machines that would seem to defy every law of nature and still make it into the air. So often these flyers are nurtured in the Australian Air League. In 1934 at Manly in Sydney, the first squadron of the Australian Air League was born. Their aim was, and remains, to instil a spirit of air-mindedness in the youth of Australia. To build character through discipline, instruction and just plain fun.
We have 2 control services, which are located on the trailing edge of the tailplane, and we already know what they're called, the elevator. Can somebody tell me how we actually move the elevator in flight?
It gives them a basic grounding in aviation industry. It's known throughout the industry as the primary school of aviation, and I guess this is a role we serve. But we also serve a lot of other activities in the community. We have camps and hikes and other things that boys and girls like as well.
The Australian Air League recruits boys and girls from the age of 9. Their activities are structured so that by the age of 16, they jump in a plane and begin pilot training themselves. When you belong to the Australian Air League, you're equipped with a wide range of practical and theoretical skills relating to aviation. These young people progress through general proficiency exams and have the chance to achieve badges on a wide range of topics. The subjects covered seem endless. The principles of flight, astronomy, navigation, meteorology, model making, aircraft construction, electronics, engine manufacturing.
They go through an education course on theory of flight, aero engines, navigation, all the basic subjects they would do if they want to become a pilot later in aviation or an engineer. Those subjects are all available to them. They do badge courses and they get harder as they go up, naturally with age.
And this is from the age of 9?
From the age of 9, yes. We start them on the very basics of parts of an aeroplane and we work from there.
How do they react? What's their response to it?
Well, aviation doesn't appeal to every boy and girl, but the boys and girls that join the Air League are mad keen aeronauts, you might say, and they react 100%.
I'm just an aviation fanatic, and I mean, this is the ideal thing. I have to say I'm a walking encyclopedia. At school, everyone asks me, what plane's that, what plane's that? And I keep on telling them, and they go, oh, you're a tech.
The tradition and discipline of drill is an important part of the Air League's activities.
We also have a disciplined structure. We have NCO ranks, and the boys and girls are taught from a young age to be in charge of other people and to have discipline. And marching and drill forms an important part of our organisation. And we find that from the parents talking to us that this is some of the things that are missing from the average people these days.
What do the adults gain out of it? What do people like you gain out of it who've had a lifetime in aviation?
Okay, I gain a lot of satisfaction out of it in seeing the young people come up and become pilots. Young boys and girls who were in squadrons when I was in squadrons have come up through now and flying commercially and so forth. It's great to be called up to the flight deck of an aeroplane and talk to somebody that was in your squadron 20 years ago. Here
at Camden Airport, the New South Wales Group operates its Air Activity Centre. The Australian Air League owns 5 of its own aircraft here and utilises the local gliding schools. Students can continue through their practical and theory right up to commercial level. Gliding students fly solo from the age of 15. Another of the aims of the Australian Air League is to provide advanced flight training. At Camden, Air League instructors are constantly turning out new and well-equipped pilots. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A pilot.
I'd like to be a pilot as well, and I am absolutely sure.
What do they learn from being part of the Australian Air League?
Cooperation, discipline, and just how to work with other people.
Friends will be friends when you're in need of love to give you care and attention. meet a lot of friends, help learn to fly.
Well, I'm interested in electronics, and when we're doing electronics, we do all sorts of flying. You can do general, like it does everything. The girls, they can do knitting or things like that. Yeah, basically any sort of class you want. You do badges.
What do you think it does for your character?
I don't know, it sort of gives you a wider perspective on, like, general everything you learn, like discipline and everything. It does a lot for that, and just, yeah, general attitude.
It teaches you how to cooperate with people, to work with other people as a group, not as, like, individuals kind of thing. It teaches you a lot of things, really.
Thousands of young Australians are part of this thriving and thrilling organisation. There's always room for more, and there are plenty of opportunities for adults to make their contribution in equipping this next generation of Australian aviators to be, as the Australian Air League motto says, free from the bonds of the earth.